Damn them! Damn the pair of them. They never help me clean out Icon 101. I mean, look at this. Look at this. There's plastic, gold, dust, plastic everywhere. And I can see you, Bay. I can see you sitting up there. Jackal. What the hell? Optimus Prime?
My name is Optimus Prime. We are autonomous robotic organisms from the planet Cybertron.
Oh, you're the movie Prime. I was kind of wondering why you were here. This is kind of awkward, isn't it?
More than you know.
Yeah. Look, I like you, Brian. If I let you out, could you promise not to tell anybody about this? Would you?
Freedom is the right of all sentient beings.
Well, that was obvious. And painful. The door's over there. It's unlocked so I can get out, and...
It's been an honor serving with you all.
No, wait, don't! Oh good. The door's broken. Hello? Hello, Dark Ages? Chaos Envy? Hello? Hello? Hello?
Finally, I have managed to trap one of them.
You'll never stop at one.
Good grief. Just roll the titles. I'll deal with the other two later.
I've never seen anything this beautiful in the entire galaxy. All right, give me the bomb.
Okay, folks, it's showtime!
Hello, good morning, good evening, good night. You have once again a old boy house walking episode. We don't have much for you, but that much takes up a hell of a long time. Just the listener questions that we haven't had a chance to get to over the last few weeks, and then Deadmetal has sent us in a review, which we'll come to soon enough. So, without any further ado, I'm just going to get started, and we'll move over to the listener questions.
It's gonna work. I've got my lucky hat on, got my lucky underwear. Come on, it's gonna record.
And I'm full of cold.
And I am barefoot and robed.
Yeah.
So yes, we'll move on to the listener questions now, and...
Yes, if there's any random snorts or coughs, it's me, because I'm chock-a-block.
apart from that one, which was me.
Yeah. Good game. Work out which sniff is which.
Because I still have a bit of a cold from the last one that I haven't been able to get rid of yet.
This one's lingering.
So, I think because this is about the third time we've attempted to record the listener questions, but it seems to work now, we'll just go around this a different... We've spoiled the illusion there, haven't we?
We have.
We're not just...
We don't look like a flawless crew of people that do, come up with perfectness.
We're a well-oiled machine. Unfortunately, the machine just creates havoc and destruction.
No, sorry, that was me. I had curry last night. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Sorry about that.
By the way, I don't think anyone's told you this, but today, you're looking hot. Robimus.
I never should let that go.
Oh dear.
I'm never letting go of hot Robimus.
Carry on then.
Okay. We'll start with Glitter Fairy.
Help.
Who asks...
I'm sure.
I'm just going from bottom to top.
Wow wow.
In the way of all hot Robimuses. Hang on a sec. Isn't that your wife?
Yeah! hence my cry of, dude!
So,
What? It's the way he said it. Can't help it. I've been watching Red vs. Blue too much.
So, coming freshly onto the singles market will be Rob. Ladies, make an orderly queue. But please note, he will not defend your honour should somebody make a boucher kabow about you. Even if he makes it himself.
Neither will he
Hang
put
about.
his coat in the puddle for you to walk over.
Because he doesn't own a coat.
No, he will, however, set fire to your pigs and dance naked around your
Question
house.
before he shouts at me. Quickly,
Okay,
quickly, he's building
okay.
up the power. Quickly, question.
So, what is your favourite model of your favourite Transformer and why? I feel that this might need a little bit of clarification. So, I assume that it just means what is the favourite mould of your favourite Transformer and why is it your favourite mould?
Yes.
Rob, Amos, do you want to go first?
Okay. This was just from a discussion we were having the other night.
Right.
And she was basically asking me why I liked the character Jetfire so much, considering he was only in the cartoon series for 2 episodes. And I basically said it was because when I was about, I think it would have been 4, because it was before I moved up here. That's a long time ago.
1990 was 20 years ago. This still upsets me.
Basically, it was Christmas morning. Obviously, very excited child, ripping open presents and stuff. I saw this rather large box. It was like, ooh! Ripped the paper off, and it was the original Jetfire.
Yeah.
I was like, ah!
He's shiny.
I went a bit mental, and basically I loved that toy because it was the first toy I had that was kind of like an anime sort of thing, so it was a bit different than all the other Transformer toys I had,
Yes.
a bit different than all the other toys I'd ever seen really,
Yes.
and I just thought it was awesome, and I played with it so much that, although it lasted quite a few years, I did actually play with it so much it broke.
That's always a
Oh.
sign of a beloved toy.
Oh,
It had 2 big hinges on the shoulders for the transformation
yeah.
sequence. Yeah, those hinges were metal. The clasps that they went into weren't. They were just plastic. And snap. I was gutted, but that is why I love Jetfire so much. It's sheerly because of that toy and how happy it made me.
Oh, the story of a budding romance. Isn't it nice?
It is. It is. And obviously, as I got to know the character, I found out the character was awesome as well. So
Only in later versions.
Yeah.
Because let's face it, the G1 version of Skyfire isn't exactly up to much.
well, no, he was Skyfire. He wasn't Jetfire.
And then we have the Marvel UK version.
Which thankfully I've never read, so I only have the Dreamwave and the IDW stuff to go by.
You'll have to read the Marvel G1 version.
But
I'm Skyfire! Wait a minute, Buster Witwicky's used his mind powers. Now I am Jetfire.
I just
Da-da-la, Buster Witwicky, magic mind.
I just like the fact that in the G1 cartoon, everyone was kind of like, wow, he's huge, we'll have him on our side, and he was just kind of like, nah, I'm not being manipulated. Bitch slap.
I love the fact he shows up, gets shot and down, just gets buried in the ice, and then sits there forever until somebody goes, hey, we need a plane. Oh, we better go dig him out.
Well, isn't it more, we need to get a lift to Cybertron. Where's Omega Supreme? It's his weekend off. Damn. Let's go dig out Skyfire.
Better go dig him up, even though we've left him there for like...
Spike, are you coming? Where are we going? We're going to dig up Skyfire. But I've just found this brand new cassette recorder in the desert. Morons. I'm surrounded by morons. Human germ. Stu.
Obviously, favourite character is Grimlock. I'm quite ashamed to say that I don't actually own what is probably going to be my favourite figure of him.
Yeah,
Dun, dun, dun.
Because I'm the only one who has a masterpiece of his favourite characters. To the lot of yous. It probably is masterpiece. I'll say. I don't own him yet just because I'm poor. But
I
from what I've
fondled
seen-
him.
I know you have. Shut up. From
My-
what I've
my
seen,
brother
he was
has bought him.
fantastic, Yeah.
Mm,
To a certain extent, he looks like he transformed just like the original one did.
pretty much.
So it's just like, yeah, I
No.
kind of want that. Out of the ones I do own, it's probably the Action Master, because I've only got the Action Master for the old, and it's the Action Master for the comedy value of I can lift my
What
arms
about
up
the-
and down.
Have you looked at the Classics version?
Oh, I've got the classics.
And that, to be honest with you, the Classics version does not rate highly.
I'm not a big fan of it because I don't like the look of him.
I love
It's
the
more like a
Overkill.
master.
I
Yeah,
love
I
the
think
Overkill
Overkill
version. The
really
Overkill
good.
version is beautiful. As Grimlock, just doesn't.
Yeah, I'm a bit iffy on it. Still.
Yeah, it doesn't do it for us.
I haven't been happy with the way the arms work, but
Mm.
yeah, I'd say he looks too much like a raptor than he does a T-Rex. But
Yeah.
yeah, Action Master, arms up and down. should stop sniffing. I'm so full of cold.
For me, it's a hard one. A very, very hard one to pick.
Bow chicka bow wow.
Because if I don't like something on a mould, I have a tendency of ripping it out and rebuilding it.
Yeah. Looking at your shelf of toys, there are very few things on it which haven't had your specialised attentions.
Hang on. What we've got Classics Bumblebee, which I've replaced the gun.
But that's not special. I've
No,
replaced the gun on mine.
I've got the Cliff Jumper with a knockoff version of the upgrade set. Curse you! I've got at the back a croc that I've built. Then a Classics Lugnut, Classics Rollout, Classics Jaxus, which I need to finish. Classics Cutthroat, Classics Hunger, Classics Wasp, Rebuilt Devastator, Superion, Classic Swindle, Classic Shockwave, Classics Dreadwing.
The entire shelf is repaint.
It is, isn't it?
Oh,
yeah, it's all not. Yeah, it's all stuff. I'm gonna have to go for the Ultra Magnus City Commander.
Which you haven't got yet.
Yeah, I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting. Because that thing's beautiful.
Yes. Well, you've seen my Shadow Commander. You just went.
Oh, I did. I really did. On the other hand, for an official Hasbro license product, I think I'm gonna have to go for. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go for Classics Hot Rod. I really, really like Classics Hot Rod and Classics Jetfire. In fact, I can't just boil it down to just one.
But you can't pick a favourite character because there isn't a Nick Roche character.
That's what. Kip Bash ahoy!
I will name you Nick Roche Robot, and I will love you and squeeze you and call you Nick Roche.
In fact, no, it's just occurred to me. The original Metroplex. I love that thing.
Oh yes. He's a bit of a classic, I'll give you that.
Yeah, I absolutely love the figure, and I love the character. And, no, this is my last one. The brainwave is now working. Skylinks, the original Skylinks figure.
Oh, which you've got?
Yes, and I love Skylinks.
Drunken
there we
Dino
go.
Bird.
Drunken Dino Bird. Oh, Saviour!
I have superior firepower somewhere. Oh, the bottle of scotch.
Don't worry. Superior fire. Yep, I'm just going to go for Skylinks for that one, I think.
Good man.
And next question. Leisuruta.
Hey, you pronounced it right.
Did I?
Yeah.
Yep.
Damn. Linja Hunter has asked, if you had to be a headmaster, who would you be? Both which Transformer and which human? There is a second part to the question, but we'll come to that in a minute. So, if you had to be a headmaster, which robot would you want to be, and which human stroke headmaster component would you want to be?
Right.
Stu?
I'm trying to work this out because even though this is the first time we recorded this, wink wink nudge nudge, I had trouble working this out last time. I remember for being the human component for the robot, I went big. I went Fort Max.
Yes.
Slash Cerebro. I don't know, I maybe just cut the Cerebro bit out. Bang straight to Fort Max.
What you could do is just get silly. Right?
Right.
And you could be human.
Yeah.
That goes to Cerebros.
Yeah.
That goes to, I don't know, someone like a rebuilt Hardhead. Which then goes to Fort Max, which then becomes the headmaster for Primus.
Shut up.
Okay.
That's insane. Kit Bash ahoy.
Bring me a Primus and 3 Hardheads.
But no, yeah, I'd just go big. Go really big and go Fort Max.
Okay.
Because then I'd just walk around the place going, unlimited firepower! And then have several thousand people going, there was no reason to blow up that city! There wasn't any Decepticons there! Shut up, tiny people! Smush, smush!
You all saw it. That orphanage attacked me.
That orphanage was a Tripticon. I seen it, y'all seen it. I blowed it up.
Blowed it up real good.
Ooh, that old folks home looks like Scorpion.
Take that, Zarok.
So yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh dear God.
I'd go big and then I'd blow up orphanages and old people's homes. Ain't I a great guy?
Ain't he a stinker? Rob, what do you think? Jetfire's headmaster.
He'd just sit there rubbing his chest plate all day. Oh, I'm Jetfire. Ah.
Oh, Jetfire, I'm inside you. In your cockpit.
He literally is giving Jetfire head.
Indeed. Head on.
Oh dear God.
Would you be the first Love Master?
No, that was Daniel.
No, I think that honour goes to Wheelie from Revenge of the Fallen. Because that's what Rob would be doing in his robot suit. Ding, 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 ding.
No,
What are you allowing
piloting
happening to yourself?
Awesome jet.
Well, Grimlock sits there going, Jetfire, what are you allowing to happen to you?
What allowing happen to you?
Ding, 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 ding.
How are you, Jetfire? I'm not sure. I think he's a Love Master. Kiss on!
No,
Already been
I
done.
must admit,
Yes.
I would have Jetfire as one of my two choices, just because he's an awesome jet, and you could, just fly everywhere, which would be great.
This
No
is true.
more walking to work.
I would just...
Do you not think it would be a bit overkill?
Why?
Well, how long does it take you to walk to work? Half an hour?
Yeah.
So you'd have to spend at least 20 minutes, according to Japanese anime, having Jetfire transforming, becoming the head. Then you've only got 10 minutes to fly, which granted you've got a supersonic jet to do so.
It'd be fine, he's not Star Saber. Anybody who isn't Star Saber transforms in about a minute.
This is true, and Jetfire did not turn up in Energon or Cybertron, so there isn't 3.5 hours of stock footage per minute.
Yeah, and then, there's also the thing of, I'm just getting the hang of the controls. He's letting me fly for the first time. And,
Crashing into work.
I've just landed on work. Oh, I can't go into work
Where am I
today.
going to get my stuff from?
Oh, no, I'm going to have to go over to America now, just for a visit. Go to Disneyland,
The good thing with Jetfire is you could carry yourself.
This is true.
I'll take
Yeah.
Fort Max, I've got that ship mode. I
Yeah.
can take us to Mars!
We could race.
I'd beat you. We'd go to Mars and I'd beat you. And if you were winning, I'd shoot you down.
The other one I would have to go for is Hot Rod. Just because...
Then you'd look hot.
Rodimus.
It's not often I'm going to crack that joke.
But no, it's just the thing I'm...
You're cracking hot. Rodimus jokes.
Tiny Hulk figure, go!
I'm just going to hide now until you stop saying it like that, because it's scaring me.
You saw me with no shirt on today.
And he's got no socks.
And a robe.
My eyes will never recover.
Answer the question.
No,
Stop wasting time.
Answer the question or I'll take your shirt off again.
obviously, Hot Rod because awesome car.
I'm here to fix your hot rod.
I'll give you that, yeah, let's go.
In either the classics mode or the one from IDW where he was a Dodge Viper.
You could be the dude with sunglasses and a dodgy ponytail, bragging.
I have a ponytail. I just need
You
sunglasses.
we're there!
Yeah.
Hi, I'm from Hollywood. And who's gonna make all the money? Hollywood kid.
So yeah, that's mine.
I had a different answer, but I've just thought of one. See, on one hand, I was considering the idea of being a G1 Micromaster Headmaster. So I would.
G1, what?
So I became the head, and then the Micromaster just fell over and became the most useless thing known to man. Other ideas I had were becoming a headmaster that has a cannon on the front, just to fire Daniel out of. But I've just realised that the only way this can go is I want to be Punch and Counter Punch's headmaster.
Ooh.
So I've
You
got
split personality.
indeed.
Oh, that'd
So-
be kind of cool.
So I would have the good face on the front and the bad face on the side, and I could stand in the middle of things and just have conversations with two different people.
Ooh. That'd be interesting how that works.
So that's my answer. Of all the stupid answers I was going to give, I love the idea that occurred to me of Punch and Counter Punch having a headmaster.
You'd be so messed up. You would have 4 personalities in one person.
Yep. Menasor, eat your heart out.
And these 4 kind of get on with each other. So Menace will bite me.
So the next question is Greenwich Main asks.
Hang about.
Ooh.
Didn't you say there was another part
Yeah.
to the question?
Oh, there was, but I think we've already answered it. The second part was if you had to have a headmaster, who would it be? Reasons would be nice.
Terry Tate.
Genius.
purely for the reason I could send him to be office linebacker around Autobot base. As soon as Daniel comes in, hey, I found this new bang! Woo, bitch! Ain't bringing no Decepticons up in this base! Woo! Never have a problem with it again.
Wouldn't he be Raiden's headmaster, though? Here come the paint train!
Oh, it could work. Maybe I would be a train. Doesn't say what robot I'd be.
That's true. Rob?
I'm shocked by that answer. Quite literally stunned.
Because then it would mean I would have Terry Tate / the Coal Train as my head, and that would be freaking awesome.
Yeah. That would be freaking awesome.
See,
I'm so baffled by that answer. Time to have some Red Bull substitute.
In all honesty, I don't really know who I'd like to be running around inside my head.
Ooh, or a hot chick.
Or running around as my head. I'm rather worried by what you're
I don't like
giggling
it when
at.
he gets like this.
What? Serious face?
Yeah,
Yeah.
See,
We
it
know
doesn't
that.
work.
Serious face for radio. Please, answer the question.
I'm thinking it. You answer yours first, because I need to ponder on this one.
Okay. Macho Man Randy Savage.
Ooh, yeah!
He would be the best headmaster subgroup ever.
He would.
Macho Man, Terry Tate, and whoever Rob picks. It would just be awesome.
That's it. That's it.
Ultimate Warrior?
It's gonna have to be Ultimate Warrior.
Just running into the base everywhere.
Yeah. Come back! I need me head!
I've actually got quite a sensible answer then. Compared to you.
Yeah, I met Megatron in a cage match. I sent him home, crying like a little girl.
Yeah, and your headmaster going around accusing everyone of messing with Miss Elizabeth.
Yeah, or see, I've got a new headmaster for you. Now that I've killed the little squirt Daniel, I've got Miss Elizabeth. And, oh yeah, I'm gonna say every letter until I get to the first letter of my true love's name. That's the lovely Miss Elizabeth. And then I'm going to pull off your ears.
Hogan.
There's hordes of elephants, Hogan. What?
I'll break down the cockpit door. Hogan.
That's where I got you fooled, boy. We're not even on a plane.
I'm just going to leave this to it.
I think we need to get away from this because we are not taking the piss out of old decrepit stupid wrestlers now.
He's not stupid and decrepit. Macho Man released a rap album, for Christ's sake.
I rest my case. And Ultimate Warrior went around a tour of how gays don't make the world work. Man's an idiot. Man's an idiot.
Yeah, but let's not forget. Bonesaw is ready!
Macho Man did Bonesaw.
This is true.
But Bonesaw was just Macho Man with a different name.
Yes.
Bonesaw is ready. I love it. I can even do the voice.
Oh, that just... I don't like the idea of
Bonesaw is Randy
It's
Savage.
Randy Savage.
get away from me.
Next question, please.
That's the question.
That would have to be the name of his robot who's a headmaster. And then he'd transform, he'd go head on, and then go Bonesaw is ready.
Head on.
Next question.
Greenwich Mean asks, which non-show toy would you like to see in the Japanese animated toy line? Choose one repaint and one mould. Stu, do you want to go first?
Non-show toy.
I assume it's...
Now, in the grand scheme of things with anime, there wasn't a lot of stuff which wasn't non-show.
I get the
I
feeling
was thinking
what
about this
he
today, there
means...
wasn't a lot of non-show stuff.
I get the feeling that what he actually means is a toy that was in the show but not as a toy.
So a character that was in the show, not a toy.
Yeah,
Whereas
because
I was
other
thinking a toy that
because
was in the show.
yeah, because otherwise it just doesn't make any sense of a non-show toy. Well, we got Oil Slick.
Yeah,
He,
that was about it. But even then,
yeah.
he was in the show.
Yeah, very briefly.
See, I know they were talking about doing a blackout, and I always quite fancied that. I would kind of like a striker.
Yes,
If only to sit there doing dodgy Russian accents.
I think it was what, German, wasn't it?
It's a bit of both. I like to think of her as a fat baroness. Like one of those traditional like 80s shop putters from the USSR with a built like a brick shithouse. Have the penis to match.
In the middle of Russia, shithouse goes to you.
Yes. But I don't know, to a certain extent, because I know it would make a certain webcomic guy that I read very happy. I would like to see a hot shot. Because then Walker would just lose his mind. That would be awesome. There would just be several blogs under his comic just going, "Animated hot shot figure!"
I would love to see an animated hotshot figure.
Yes.
But, Rob?
Um,
Otherwise known as Chaos NV, a.k.a. Hot Rabimus.
Stop it!
Okay.
it's starting to make me feel uncomfortable, mate.
It's starting to make me feel uncomfortable. I'm sat next to you, mate.
I don't know, because I remember one of the practice runs. See how I did there? Practice runs.
Practice runs.
That doesn't really work when you can't see the hand movement.
Hang on, we'll do it again. Quote marks, practice run, quote marks.
That works. I remember saying that I wanted to see the Rodimus figure from the animated show, and I'm sure you guys told me that there's actually one coming out.
There
so.
there is one coming.
When that's coming. No, the RC and the Ratchet have been released in Toys R Us in the States.
Yes. Hi, Nico. Hi, Hailstorm.
Hi, Hal. You don't know me very well, but I would very much like some of these.
Already joking.
But yeah, that
No, we're not.
that's the one I'd really like to see, because he did look quite cool.
School teacher.
What?
That's what she is. That's what RC was before the war. She was a school teacher.
You completely threw me with that one there.
Yes!
But yeah, that's one I'd really like to see, because he looked quite cool. I'd like to see what they did with his vehicle mode as well, because he didn't have an Earth vehicle mode.
No, he didn't. He didn't.
It's basically his G1 version, isn't it?
Yeah.
But just slightly modernised. In fact, it is exactly the same, isn't it?
Pretty much, it's obviously the stylization of it's changed, but yeah, it is pretty much the same.
It's G1 animated.
Because that one I probably would pick up.
Yes.
In my case, I want a Cosmos.
Yeah, because he's one of the crowd scenes.
Yeah, he was, and I just love his little bubble head.
I've come up with another idea. I want Huffer and Pipes because they look like the Mario Brothers.
Great.
Or a Brawn. Brawn would be nice.
Oh, thinking about the Warpath. The Warpath. Grandius. No, I'm sticking with Cosmos.
Grandius is crap because he literally just he falls over in wheels.
Yep.
He doesn't transform. He slips.
He's got nipple treads. He's awesome.
He slips. He goes, "I'll fall down."
Actually, to answer how he worded the question, I'm going to go for an animated Star Saber.
Ooh, that would be nice.
To change it, who would you like to see? Thinking about how he wrote the question, to change it around a little bit, we'll go around again. Who would you like to have seen in animated and got a toy of?
Well, would Star Saber put him in Yokotron's hallway of stacked?
He's been mentioned.
I'm sure he was in that.
Derek J. White mentioned him as being it's like the top 10 martial artists or something.
Yeah, I'm sure that's why it's in the thing. There's like random Beast Wars 2 characters in there as well.
Yeah. Oh yes. So I'm going to go for a Star Saber. Stu?
Ooh, that's a toughie. I don't know.
I want Metroplex.
Metroplex was mentioned.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know if he was you don't know if he was a robot or a city. Same with Fortress.
You kind of got. He looked like part of the city.
Yeah, but considering he's drawn as such a big bulky thing, I'd like to see what they did to him to try and make him sleek and anime.
What they do is they just have his leg on screen at any time, and that's it. You've got Omega Supreme standing next to him, looking up, going, "Huh?"
Oh, so big. But yeah, that kind of if you think about it, Omega Supreme was their final weapon. So you kind of think that Metroplex is just a city, unfortunately.
It was the final weapon back during the old war.
So maybe they've upgraded since.
Yeah, that's how I saw it.
Yeah.
The fact that I got the idea that it's been about 50 years since the last sort of Decepticon.
Down and people have retired.
Yeah.
How about Cup?
We have a cup. He's called Ratchet.
I was going to say...
How could we have somebody older and crankier than Ratchet?
How would you make someone older and crankier than Ratchet?
Well, for a start off, I'd get Dark Ages to voice him.
Yes.
and have his colour scheme intermittently with rust.
Yes. A few grey and rust spots on the top.
How good would it be if he was in like a Professor X style hover chair? He's just flying on.
Yeah, but everybody's
Sure.
just like, so what you on here? Wheels?
As long as he did the line from Surf Ninjas.
Huh? Huh?
Now don't make me come out there and beat you with a leg of mine that no longer works, 'cause I'll do it!
Thank you.
Turbo rubbing young punk.
I'll straighten you out yet. Moving on.
Probably a good idea.
Transformatics asks, what are you looking for in a new series? Animated style, movie style, or classics toy line G1 style type? Personally, I'd like a series based on the classics line of toys.
Ding 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 ding
Yeah,
ding ding.
that's a big thumbs up from everybody at the old house.
Yes, I think everybody just wants to see different versions of the classics line, and I think it would be a good idea because all they have to do then is just re-release.
Yes.
The classics
With
toys.
some
Yeah.
new things.
However,
To add to that, I want more animated. There you go.
Rob,
I would like to see a
Jetfire and Hot Rod on a great big tour. The driving movie Bumblebee
Yeah,
around the country.
Yeah.
Just did like
And they're in a
buddy
band.
movie.
yeah, it's a buddy cop movie with those two.
It needs to be Jetfire, Astro Train, and Hot Rod. Planes, trains, and automobiles.
High five. That was a good one. I would actually like to see a series that was done in the same style as the Gundam stuff, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because, as I've said on numerous occasions, it looks so gorgeous, the way they draw them, the way they colour it and everything. And I think if you could do that with Transformers, it'd look awesome.
Yeah.
But I want it to be actually hand-drawn animation rather than the computer stuff that they were leaning towards with the other series.
Yeah. Oh God, with Cybertron.
Yeah.
I agree with hand drawn. Yeah.
And hand-drawn stuff still works. That count for Disney Frog Princess. That's completely hand-drawn.
Yes.
And that's the first time they've done hand-drawn in ages now.
Although, if they
Hasn't that film failed massively though?
Apparently so, but I think it's nice to show that they're still willing to do the traditional
Yeah,
style.
yeah.
They're probably not going to have to this after if it has failed.
Well, apparently it's failed for completely different reasons, but
What, because it has a black princess and people can't deal with that idea?
no, the fact that apparently, I say apparently because I haven't read
Yeah.
up on it or seen it or anything. This is through the grapevine, that it is unintentionally hilariously racist. On every single level you can think of.
We need to watch it then.
Apparently, but as I say, I don't know.
Do it and do the racism drinking game. Every time you feel a minority would be offended, take a drink!
Although, not Spirited Away, or it could have actually been Spirited Away as well, but a lot of the Studio Ghibli stuff is actually supposed to be CG.
Is it?
Really? That's really well hidden.
Yeah.
I suppose some of the stuff in like the
Well, it's just
Spirited Away,
one of the
well, of course they,
one of my mates was saying that basically they spent so much money on stuff to actually make CG look hand-drawn.
Hand-drawn.
I mean, I know they've actually spent the money on doing that because obviously, a lot of places want to try and still get that hand-drawn feel,
Yeah.
but obviously it's quicker and easier to use CG stuff.
Yeah.
But I thought they still did all the stuff hand-drawn.
I was fairly convinced because even in carry on,
You
Stu.
said it, you know the demony thing that follows it with it's just the shadow with the face. I suppose that's CG then. If I had to
Yeah.
say something, I'd probably say that is, because obviously that goes over a lot of stuff. That's a pain in the ass to hand draw.
Yeah.
So that's
But
I can see it being hand drawn.
As soon as now it's been mentioned, it's just like, well, yeah, maybe that bit is.
I can see parts of it being hand drawn with CGI overlays. But I don't know because there's I'll just use this as a thing. Warriors of the Wind. Oh crap! What's its real name? Nausicaa. So I know it was Warriors of the Wind because that was the first version I ever bought back in the early '80s, which was nearly 30 years ago.
Don't remind me.
There's a sequence with one of the great big monsters, the big slug monsters, and it moves forward, and it's 5 or 6 different layers of animation going at once.
Yeah.
And in Howl's Moving Castle, the the castle starts moving, and it looks the same, like the same thing. So I never once thought that was CG. But now you've said that, it's obviously they've just taken what they've done before, kept the styling. But yeah, it is. That more than likely is CG.
Howls, yeah, because it looks so different, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
For the rest of the jeez, man.
No, well, thank you very much.
My world is shattered.
So, in answer to the question, what you're looking for in a new series, Howl's Moving Castle.
Yes.
We would like Studio Ghibli to make a Transformers series, please.
And the Buddy Cop movie, please, for me.
And
Cause
I want Planes, Trains and Automobiles, the Autobot edition.
It's
Funny to have Hot Rod sitting there at the desk going, I don't want a fucking thing, I want my fucking car!
Actually, to answer the question for myself, I don't care, as long as it's good.
Yes.
I think Animated's proven that...
Oh, you know what, I've just had this really good image. Hot Rod and Jetfire share a room. Hands really warm on this Energon cube. That's not an Energon cube! Football, war against the Decepticons, yeah, manly things.
I've just had this image of Jetfire painting a white line across the room. This side of the room's mine, that side of the room's yours. Come over here if you want.
would his side of the room not be twice as big as Hot Rod's side of the room?
No.
Because obviously there's
a bit of a size difference.
Yeah.
But that's where the conflict comes from.
Yeah.
This is where the drama for the series comes
that's
from.
How it fits into the original feeling of the Planes, Trains and Automobiles. Because Jetfire's John Candy, Hot Rod Steamer.
Works.
Astro Trains.
The set.
Chris Latter.
Yeah. Astro Trains just there for the hell of it.
Full Metal Luffy asks, what are your guys' stance on buying the same mould but a repaint? Personally, I don't enjoy having the same mould because it's nothing different to what you've already got. I'll go first with this one, just to get out of the way.
As we've known with the quotebacks, practice runs. I'll go on a bit.
I don't mind as long as the repaint does something new to the mould. For example, Fracture.
Damn your eyes.
Fracture does...
She will be mine.
Does wonders for the mould, and apart from the silhouette, it's just one of the best repaints I've seen.
She's a GoBot.
Yeah, and she's a GoBot.
It's worth it in itself.
It's like the Dion repaint, the BotCon Dion repaint that's coming. The Minicon's now been repainted as Coptor.
Coptor, yeah.
Now, I hate that Minicon. I think it's one of the worst Minicons I've ever seen, and I've got a lot of them. But now he's been repainted blue. I want it. Because it just doesn't look like Jolt anymore. It makes me think...
It does look like... Because it's got... Jolt had that kind of face, and now they've repainted it. He does look like Coptor.
And now it's just... I want it.
Sorry, I have to do a geeky robot chicken moment. Gyro Robo!
Machine Man! So, that's my answer. Rob.
Obviously, because I don't buy a lot of them, it would have to be something incredibly special. Like an uber sexy figure or something for me to actually...
Jetfire.
No, I wouldn't go for solid gold. Don't like gold.
Yeah. Platinum Jetfire.
Possibly.
Shiny metal Jetfire.
Shiny metal.
Shiny.
Titanium.
Not shiny enough.
Well, no, I actually meant made out of titanium.
Wow, you'd fall off yourself and ruin your floor.
Yep. But yeah, as long as it was something uber sexy, then I would probably consider it. But other than that, probably not. It generally has to be something quite fantastical for me to buy it anyways.
Yeah.
Because
not as fanatical as the Gruff.
No. I mean, that's the thing, I've only got about 4 or 5 actual Transformers on the shelves of awesomeness.
And how about Shattered Glass Starscream Jetfire?
I haven't actually got one of those molds, so yes.
Yeah, good luck paying a decent price for him.
Yeah, you won't get that for a decent price. It's a
BotCon exclusive. Damn your eyes.
Indeed. But I just realised that's a repaint you haven't seen before, isn't it?
Yeah, that is actually a really nice repaint.
Yeah, I was thinking it did come out really nice because like the stuff down the legs. We haven't got the picture up in front of us because I haven't pulled it up. It looks like the bits on his legs which used to clip on.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, same with like the back engines and stuff. It's a real nice bit of...
The only thing I don't like about that is the nose cone.
Well, so it makes it look like he's got a giant crotch.
Yeah.
Fortunately, the Supreme class solve that by having it scooch up inside him.
Ah.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Shadowglass Starscream, Ludicrous Starscream tucks it back.
Oh, wow.
Gotcha!
Another one to quickly just throw out there is the Armada Jetfire into Astro Train. Yeah.
Yes. I always really liked this. It was a shame it became a colour exclusive.
Yes, because I would love that. I really would.
So I'm never quite sure about the crack with the club exclusives in the UK. Part of me would really like to join. Mag every so often, get some, get some odds and toes, but I'm never sure.
We'll talk about that after we've recorded.
Ooh.
So, yeah. Because I don't really want to be talking about.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
fine. But yeah, he's nice. I love the fact they redid the head.
Oh.
I also love the fact that you got hook, line and sinker with him as well.
Astro hook, Astro line and Astro sinker.
Yeah, I'm just hook, line and sinker. Bite me.
I think now will be time to let Stu have his rant.
Okay.
It's not so much a rant as it is my rules of repaint.
So anyone thinking about buying a repaint of any figure whatsoever, listen very, very carefully.
Yeah, I think this is
Our
quite
Dark
a good
Ages will read from the Bible of
We
buying.
are now about to enter the rules of repaints according to Dark Ages.
Doesn't need that much of a build-up. Thank you anyway. Repaints. I try to follow a set of rules because if not, I would just go mental and buy every figure I see. Generally, it breaks down as follows: 1. Do I have it already? I don't have a problem buying a repaint if I don't have the original figure. So I didn't get the original version of Classic Power Guide. So when I saw Stormcloud, I went, oh, I ain't got that. I'll have that. Snapped him up. Excuse me, still full of cold. Second bit is it a good repaint? You know, stuff like the Energon SWAT team, as I keep using as my reference. The Energon SWAT team I thought was a really nice repaint, and I thought it worked a treat. The white and the black for the two characters looked awesome, so I was like, yeah, I'll have that. Is it cheap? If it's cheap, if it's like less than half price, I will just sit there going, yes, okay then. I'll be damned if I'm paying full price twice for the same figure, unless it's something really good.
Yeah.
Which follows up with the next one. Is it an Ultra Magnus or Nemesis Prime? Is it a Seeker? I'm a sucker for Magnus, and I'm a sucker for Nemesis, and I like having multiple Seekers.
I'm addicted to it.
Yeah.
I actually, I built my own Seekers, so I've got the full set, and Acid Storm, and I am tempted to take a couple of the G2 Predator ones to build some Seekers out of them as well. Oh yeah, using the classic Seeker line.
Yeah. So that the classics Hooligan would look pretty cool with tiger stripes.
Pardon me, it'd be an absolute devil to paint.
God, yeah.
But orange, I hate painting orange.
The guy I always go to for my kit patch is Juice Out Tone. He did a Hooligan
I'm not
off the
jealous.
off the animated Starscream. Even made sure it just had the one gun as well.
Yep.
And I hate him. I want to get him to paint an army for me because it would look so nice. Yeah.
An army of Starscream clowns.
No, just tabletop with Games Workshop army would just be awesome. I just sit there and go to everybody. But those in general are the rules of repaints. So if it's cheap, really cheap, and is an Ultra Magnus or a Seeker, I'm just snapping it up. Those are the rules. If I find a cheap Seeker, ooh, clump, I'll have him. Note to people going to auto assembly: if you have a bulk of Acid Storms, rolling them down to about a $5, I'll get at least one.
And that's the bottom line, because Dark
Ages said so.
Just the
Even
one.
when he's full of cold.
If somebody brought a bulk of Acid Storms down for about $5 each, I'd be snapping loads of them up.
Yeah. Note to all people at auto assembly selling stuff: cheap Acid Storms is the way to go if you want me and Adam's money.
And
by the way, when he says that, he does mean his own money. It has a picture of him giving you the thumbs up on the front of it.
it's
not
actually just
actual
your
money.
photo stapled to some Monopoly money.
Stew dollars are a perfectly acceptable currency in many countries.
You got paid in bison dollars? You got paid?
Hey, you get four stew dollars to every one bison dollar. Thank you very much.
And don't you get, isn't it $100 bison to one of the Queen's own British pounds?
No, it was you get $1 bison for every 2 British pounds, was it not?
I can't remember. It's been a long time since I've watched that film.
And it's no excuse to watch it now. Let's move on.
And I do believe that that's more than enough of that. So, without wasting any more of your precious time, we'll move over to Deadmetal Reviews.
Welcome to Deadmetal's part of the lock-in. I originally wanted to record this a long time ago, but stuff got in the way, and well, I did record it a few days ago prior to this recording, but I decided that was utter crap and it was horrible, so I just deleted it completely and started over again. Now, I originally wanted to talk about Transformers in Germany, but decided that was not only too sad but also pretty stupid. So my new subject is an idea I had down the line during the original recording. I am going to do a review. Yes, a toy review. Audio only. Yes. We have text and picture reviews, we have video reviews, and now we have audio only reviews. It's my invention. Don't you dare steal it. Okay. Today I'm going to review Transformers Animated Samurai Armor Pro, which I picked up at Toys R Us. Last time I was in England, which was last Christmas. Now, I'm going to start off with the out mode. The out, at first it's just the original toy with a sidecar. But if you look closely, you will see that there are actually a lot of new parts on it. For instance, the front of it. Oh, I should have done some research prior to this, didn't I? The windscreen is completely new. The entire part that will form his chest is completely new. The side panels that turn into his jetpack thingies, and his back in robot mode, those are new. The backseat part also completely new. The sidecar is of course also completely new. When we turn him into robot mode, basically the same transformation as ever. And during transforming him, we will find out that there are actually a lot of new parts on this toy. It's not just a few little ones, it's just, it has a new head, there's a new chest, the entire lower arm section is completely new. Even if it doesn't really look new, it is completely new. The legs are also completely new. Maybe the feet are old, but the rest of the leg is actually new. Even the lower leg, that has been slightly remolded to allow combination with the side card, and to remove the samurai throwing star things. The plastic is of a different quality than the original. I would say it's better, but then again mine came broken and yeah, it's at a really stupid place. It snapped easily, so yeah, it's probably a lower quality than the original. Now, the only things I did notice are new, old from the original toy is his stomach. Even his crotch is new. His stomach part and his back part. That's it. Maybe even the base mold of the wheels is old. Just remove the samurai feature, the throwing star feature. Well, he still poses exactly the same. He has less color on him than the original toy, which had color on his hands and paint on his hands and everything. Well, that's gone. He also has an Autobot logo on his Autobot faction symbol on his chest now, or is it stomach? Who cares? Now we're going to combine him with his samurai armor. To do that, just follow the easy steps I'm going to show you in this review. You just take off the wheel section, then you take the side panels and just pull them off like this. Don't pull them off the ball joint. Then you twist them like this, and then you take the front section of it, which will become his shoulder panels, and pull them out. Then you have his helmet. Then you take the robot and you push what will be his shoulder pads down. Then you lock it into the little holes in the back of his thruster things. When you flip the shoulder panels up like this. Okay, nice place. Then you take the skirt parts and flip them forward so they look like they hang off his legs, which they don't. This can be a little tricky to make it look right. But as you can see, it doesn't take much. Now, the helmet, as you can see, is situated on a little arm thing to hold it in place. Now, the reason for that is, yeah, it hasn't been made so that, well, it wasn't molded in a way that it locks into the head. It just hangs on top of it. If you remove the helmet from the arm that holds it, you won't get it to stay on the head. It'll just pop off again. Now, you can't really align the eyes and everything perfectly. Head articulation is gone. Well, the head itself has articulation, but because of the helmet being hold in place, that goes lost. You can move it a little bit, but it's barely noticeable. And you take the wheel like this, pop out its blade, and put it onto either of his arms. As you can see from the back packaging, in the stock footage, it would have split in two to look like on the show. Well, it no longer does this, so you're stuck with an asymmetrical robot. Now, the original Prol toy was pretty hard to let him stand solidly. Well, he did hold up always, but you could never have him to pose like, for instance, every Optimus Prime in the toy line, that his feet just stay flat on the floor. This is still impossible in this version of the toy, just because of the heavy armor. You'll have problems of actually standing him up without trying to fall over. Yeah, motion is pretty much restricted, but he still looks pretty cool with it. It will pop off easily. So if you have this toy, it's not really that fun to play about with. It just looks pretty cool. Now, what do I think about it? I think, well, I like it. I like the original Pro, I like the armor design, and I like the way this toy looks. Even if the quality on this is really low compared to original. Paint is worse than the original. There's less paint on it. Well, he does have paint on his sidecar, but, well, I still think the original toy had more paint. And you can also see that they tried to save money, so to justify the sidecar, by giving him just one colour of translucent plastic, which is blue. The original had blue, red, white and green, I think, for his weapon, the traffic light. Traffic light, that's the word. Traffic light. All in all, it is pretty cool. I think a kid might get frustrated with playing with this because the armor does pop off pretty fast if you really play with him and let him fight other toys like kids always do. The backpack will pop off easily, but it's put on back on even faster, so to pose him around, it is difficult. This is actually made just to look pretty standing up in a neutral pose. There's not much you can do with him pose wise. You can kind of have him like this, looking down at you slightly, holding his sword, threatening you. Come on, make my day. Of course, in a samurai sort of accent way. Come on, make. No, that's it. Ah, forget it. Now, the toy isn't bad, and if you see him, well, Toys R Us has him at the moment for $7 something. Well, £8, around £8, just like all animated deluxes. And I tell you, yeah, pick him up. He's pretty cool. The armor looks cool. I love the sidecar. Actually, I seem to like to play about with the sidecar a lot more than with the robots. Don't know why, but I think the sidecar is actually, the plastic seems to be of a far better quality than the rest of the robots. Maybe it's just mine, but I really like the design of this. It actually looks like something from Batman. It actually looks like a backpack Batman would have. It really does. So if you have him standing like this, you could just keep on saying Batman something, I don't know. Well, I hope this review was any help to you. I hope you liked it, and maybe I'll do more audio only reviews. And, well, see you at Auto Assembly maybe. I hope I can come. My cousin said he wants to come too, so yeah, I think I'm going to make it. Goodbye.
I've never seen anything this beautiful in the entire galaxy. Alright, give me the bomb.
Okay, folks, it's showtime!